few too many ultis in a sense, so like you'll still have some left over. But yeah, the first roll in there from Crit, gonna be hoping to get towards that rune, but not having it. And a rare feed at the start here from Crit.
Dire. I've never Shao Shaman, not traditionally a great tri-laner, but
yeah, maybe just looking for a first kill. They're even like planting these wards. Oh, instant grab from Crit. All right, redemption. Well, they didn't notice in time. Good job on the double kill there, but yeah.
The most devastating thing about those D wards is the experience that they give, right? Especially if it's like solo XP. It's like all of a sudden you're just level 2 like halfway through the second wave when most people are waiting.
Yeah, that's a huge focus now. Oh, nice nice save with the stun. What that bounce? My god, it got the distance there. That was ridiculous.
It's a nice one. But with the nether toxin here, this is more of your it's actually doing a ton of damage to Fear. So I was thinking like usually you go for the Q or the sometimes you can go corrosive at one just for the harass if they click you.
Another roll in from Crit. He's a little spell happy in the early game here. Still not quite level 2 though. So they can't commit for anything much larger at the moment. Ice is going to grab the wave and pull to the side there. We saw earlier, of course, Crit, one of the most... Yeah,
I thought C3 was about to choke it there and get hit with that thing.
Yeah, it's like when you see the arrow coming, it's somehow more dangerous sometimes.
It happens, man. Sometimes you're just a magnet.
I'll bet you.
With their Wraith King. But instead, he gets left on an island and he takes a first death, and now he's got to be scared of maybe the puck coil.
And here it is. Of course, they know that this isn't going to happen. They don't get the snap in time. Still a lot of damage. Again, no ulti here. So down he goes. Actually snaps right at the end. Now the damage into Moo too. Likely to fall. Some vengeance onto Crit, but it's a 2-for-1. And yeah, SADBOYS get punished for choosing to trust
out. You see, it's like all the way at the tower.
They have no idea this is happening, but Fear, he just start backing away. There's the slow. It's a long journey to chase after Fear, but they do not seem worried about rotation. So Fear is not going to need the chrono at all. On
the boys at
50 seconds. That was a great game for Fear. In fact, still looking nearby, but he's in between the tier 1 and the tier 2. He wants to be there for EG when they come for the rotation. The coil is there. They're smoked up. They have a long range initiation from Crit. All they're really missing is the magnetize. And Fear doesn't have ulti for another 20 seconds. Can they beat the timer? Oh, that's in. Gets hexed up instantly by Z-Freak. Into the shackles as well. Monster can't find anything to bounce off of though. Has to go back for Ice. Can't get the finish there on the Abed.
Underwhelming Pango roll there. Yeah. Their Void's already a bit ahead of the Wraith King, so they can kind of just say, hey, get your farming item earlier, hit your timings earlier than Wraith King, and then we'll make it happen maybe with Puck Blink or something.
Oh, close to something there mid. Oh, half jump onto Ice, just a slight Ebola, a smoke towards Crit. Oh, a haste room. That can set things off. Of course he gets it with the puck, but now the golem comes out. The fatal ball's onto, I think, 3 or 4 of them right there. Monster just gets the ulti off, and they're trying to chase down Crit. See if they can find something for the team's Abed. Still hates it. Of course he goes in for the boundary, and why not? Gets the coil onto 3 as well. Flies golem just in the middle, cracking some skulls here. Smacks down the channeling Witch Doctor. 3 heroes on his edge. He comes in, doesn't even want to use the chrono as he already has the time dilation, so delaying the potential jump from Monster means they're going to get to keep the big ulti. Yeah, a massive disaster or anything here. Yeah, it's a 3k lead, but perhaps you can find a punish when some of these ultis are down. Coil still, even with the nerfs, obviously a rather quick one, but the golem, that's the timing you're looking for, which is what's kind of nice about saving the chrono there, is now they still have that as a threat. So they do start jumping onto Teasy. Nice yeah, chrono. He just drops it. Has that ward vision again, still helping out, but gets disarmed. Good save from Monster. Abed. Well, Teasy actually does jump in, but doesn't have the coil for another 5 seconds, so not able to kick anything off here for the team.
And you're just, nobody can get near you, because if you get coiled, the rest of your team better be with you, or you're just gonna die.
This is they camp for high ground for a long time, and they just guarantee with the ulti on the mid lane at the same time they're gonna drop the coil onto Roya. So trade for a trade.
His lane didn't necessarily go his way, so I think he's just kind of in like, I'm gonna deal with the wave that nobody else wants to deal with.
This is so depressing to see him just get like kicked in with the time dilation as a Pango, because picking some quality Void matches, perhaps not the early Voids. It's a little bit later in the draft, and you think like, oh yeah, this is a quality team fight game.
This hero is, he comes in and out of metas, but right now I think he's certainly in, and he just gives your team such great team fight, and he himself is so difficult to kill. I also think that his ag shard is very good.
Yes.
And I think that's a real
creep. So
they're pinging
Z-Freak's back. Is this a smoke move? Are we going out here?
No way.
I mean, he TP'd bottom with the Aegis would be my only reasoning.
Oh, you mean EG could smoke?
No, SADBOYS, because like Arteezy TP'd to the bottom tier 3 in vision. Like the whole time he was TPing, he was on to creep. So like theoretically, if you're SADBOYS, it might be a chance to try and catch. Maybe it was a reminder to himself so he doesn't forget to dig when he goes home.
Oh wait, no, is that EGs? I don't know.
No, you're right. I think it is the Dire. They have one just chilling in their base.
Embarrassing.
In fact, both teams do.
Lazy supports, man.
Dire's middle tower.
Can't even bring it out every once in a while.
Yeah, you got to keep it in your stash, and you can just swap it back in and forth. Like if you get a bounty rune, that's like 250 to 500 gold, depending on the time of the game.
Well, they've been forced out of defending that mid tower now for quite a while and cutting these creep waves. Now finally they're gonna bring back Monster. They don't want to lose all of their outer towers from this Aegis, since they've been spending the vast majority over on the Dire. And right now, SADBOYS are smoking through some wards. They have a little bit of time left. There comes Abed. Link's right in the middle of it. Can he get out of this one? Has a waning rift. No orb available. Stun, no! Oh, the jaunt! Just in time.
Now they're caught in no man's land.
What do we do, guys? All right. Turtle, find out how we're going to fight this. They said in here, he's got that big ulti trying to tank up some of the damage of the Chrono. Way to the back, like, what a play from Arteezy. That actually worked out incredibly well.
It looked a little lucky.
It was pretty glorious, I have to say. Nice Chrono.
What a disaster of a team fight for Dire.
At this point, it's just a mop and bucket. Man, that was a sick Chrono. Does he have wards that I'm missing here?
Yeah, he had to,
he placed it down. I see. When Crit went in, he placed down that ward. Very nice. All right, so we can just give the credit to Crit then.
Yeah, it was Crit's Chrono. He has Arteezy shared control.
Yeah.
They've got some big spells they're willing to throw out.
Yeah, and they did not hold back at all. They dumped them completely on top of SADBOYS.
Just click R.
That's Dota, baby. Click R and buy dust. I think those are the two key things. You know, you can get very far in Dota just knowing those two things, I feel.
Fly is so farmed on the Warlock too. He's got the Ag Shard now, and he's almost got the Solar Crest.
Wow. I hope no one noticed that he skimped on that Solar Crest.
Yeah, that Ag Shard seems a little selfish. I agree. Well, it is a buff you put on your allies.
That's true. Well, we might have to send it to the Overwatch court, maybe.
That would be good.
See what Judge Cox has to say about it.
Guilty.
Guilty, yeah.
I like to play by the book, you know, I like to get my wins legit.
Oh, wow. Well said. Oh, rolling, not quite far enough. It gets the silence there, so that's going to allow the BKB to come out from Arteezy, clean up Z-Freak. Roll through from Monster, gets the stun onto Abed, trying to keep this fight attainable for SADBOYS. There's a buyback from Z-Freak, wants to rejoin this one. He's in tier 3. Everybody hit by those fatal bonds, so the damage getting spread out pretty well from SADBOYS, but now it's Crit next to Paul. They've already got Eyesight Sights, but Arteezy finally puts down the Chrono. Kind of bash away inside. They've got everybody. They're going to stack the Dream Coil on top of the Chrono. You just can't get out of it. It's the stacking circles of death. Oh, Monster, even your own base isn't safe. Abed hops in the damage reduction from Monster, helping him out here though. Not sure the spell's on off, when he comes back out. He's got a regen rune. Oh, okay, perfect.
Like
toggles, nice toggles. Fear's keeping it up, but Abed does get the clean up near the base, and the bash from Fear, and Arteezy will find himself an ultra kill as Abed selfishly kills Monster for himself.
This one is the Gaben tier shellacking. But I'd say this is like a rank 3 shellacking. But they did make it to second Roshan. I think the ultimate shame in Dota is to lose on first Aegis.
True, you have to at least get here. This is the game-winning one. They're going to catch Crit first. Looks like he was trying to pop some smokes there. A little bit of vision on the high ground helps him out, though. It's Crit. We'll get the roll through, and he's largely surviving. He has a lot of Maldic damage, though, but with the BKB, should be all right. Well comes out, popping right back into the fight, and now the disarm, the stuns on Arteezy. He doesn't get to hit anybody, but that's all right. They're dying anyway. They catch Z-Freak too. Respawn from Fear. As Royale also still living in the middle of this, though. But Abed's godlike, and Arteezy is just running at Roya. He jumps right back to Crit, who still has another pull here with no BKB. And get the silence here, but he's waiting for the Atos first. Now they stack the silence, and then we got the orb damage from Abed, but Arteezy steals the kill first. So it wasn't first row.
The curtains. The curtains. The second row was
second.
Siege was inevitable. Decent attempt here by SADBOYS. I think they made a couple mistakes. Mostly not playing around their winning lanes. I think was their biggest flaw. led to Fear, you know, who was having a great game in the